Nurse Sharks by Heidi and Mathea. You might think nurse sharks care for others. This is not true. In fact, these sharks are quite lazy. They spend their days resting on the ocean's bottom. Nurse sharks sometimes rest in groups of up to 40 individuals. Often they pile on top of each other. Don't let these sleepy sharks fool you. At night, nurse sharks become fierce hunters. There are 3 nurse shark species. There are the short-tailed nurse shark, the nurse shark, and the tawny nurse shark. Little is known about the secret of short-tailed nurse shark. Scientists are working hard to study and gain more information about these creatures. Nurse sharks have thick bodies and wide heads. Their skin is covered in tooth-like scales called denticles. These scales provide protection for the skin. Nurse sharks also have skeletons made of cartilage. The short-tailed nurse shark is the smallest nurse shark species. It grows to just 30 inches long. This shark is dark brown. On average, the nurse shark is 7 to 9 feet long. It can grow up to 14 feet. The nurse shark's tail, or caudal fin, can make up 1/4 of its total length. Most adult nurse sharks weigh between 160 and 270 pounds. They range from light yellowish tan to dark brown. The largest tawny nurse shark reported was 10 and a half feet long. These sharks are dark gray in color. Nurse sharks prefer warm water. They occupy tropical and subtropical oceans. The short-tailed nurse shark lives in the western Indian Ocean. This shark spends its time on insular shelves and continental shelves. Nurse sharks live close to the shore in the Atlantic and the eastern Pacific Oceans. During the day, they rest along reefs and rocky areas. The water there is 10 to 250 feet deep. These sharks move to shallower water at night to hunt. Tawny nurse sharks swim in the Indian and western Pacific Oceans. There, they live in coral reefs and lagoons. These sleepy sharks even occupy sandy surf areas. They are most common in water that is 16 to 98 feet deep. Nurse sharks are not fast swimmers, so they prey on resting creatures. These nocturnal sharks love eating fish, especially stingrays. They also feed on crustaceans. Other tasty snacks include mollusks such as octopuses, squids, and clams. Tawny nurse sharks eat a variety of creatures. These include sea urchins and crustaceans. They also feed on small fish such as surgeonfish, queenfish, and rabbitfish. Sometimes they even eat sea snakes. Short-tailed nurse sharks feed on mollusks. When hunting, nurse sharks swim slowly over the ocean floor. If they detect hidden prey, they suck it right out of its hiding hole. Nurse sharks suck prey into their mouths, so they don't rely on their teeth for eating. Sharks have the same 5 senses you do. These are sight, taste, smell, touch, and hearing. Additional senses help them locate prey and mates. Sharks have a sensitive lateral line system. This consists of sense organs along a shark's body. These organs allow sharks to detect vibrations in the water. This helps them find prey. Using special sense organs in their heads, sharks can detect electric fields. All living animals give off their own electric field. This sense is another way nurse sharks find their next meals. Nurse sharks have 2 barbels in the front of the mouth. The sharks use them to find food by tasting and touching the objects around them. Newborn nurse sharks are called pups. They hatch from eggs inside the mother and are born live. At birth, nurse shark pups have teeth. They also have dark spots on their skin. These spots fade as the sharks age. The pups are able to swim and hunt right away. A female nurse shark is pregnant for about 6 months. She gives birth in a special nursery area. Often these areas are close to shore. They provide newborn sharks access to food. A nurse shark can have up to 30 pups at a time. The pups are about 12 inches long at birth. Tawny nurse shark mothers have up to 8 pups. When they are born, the pups are about 15 to 24 inches long. Nurse sharks have small mouths and simple teeth. The teeth are made for crushing and gripping rather than for cutting. But nurse sharks have powerful jaws and a strong bite. This makes them fearsome predators. In addition, nurse sharks hunt at night. This allows them to catch prey that is resting that might normally be too speedy for these sleepy sharks. A large nurse shark has almost nothing to fear except man. No predators regularly hunt these sharks. Occasionally, a nurse shark becomes a larger shark's meal. These larger sharks include lemon, tiger, bull, and hammerhead sharks. Nurse sharks defend themselves by blending into the ocean's bottom. Look at their teeth. Their teeth are arranged in many rows. Look at all those rows of teeth. Wonder if he brushes them. People like to swim and play in warm, shallow ocean waters. Nurse sharks also like these waters, so contact between humans and nurse sharks often happen and continues to increase. Generally, nurse sharks are dangerous only when bothered. They will often swim away when approached. However, they will bite to defend themselves. Their bites can cause serious harm. Like all sharks, nurse sharks should be treated with respect. In this way, people and sharks can safely enjoy the world's oceans. This is a tawny nurse shark and a diver.